It's that fucking face, man, every time.
What's up? Yeah, you got it. Even with the beard, it looks. You can get more with the beard. You get the stash going down. Your beard's getting.
It kind of makes that look like my mouth. Like,
Yeah, you got to do the underbite. You know?
Yeah, my beard's like how thick it is. Look at all that.
Did I show the podcast my license picture ever?
I don't know if you did.
I'll see if I can cover it up so I don't even get all my info.
Actually, dude, I tell you what, it doesn't matter. It's funny you bring that up. There was something I was going to tell you, dude, and it creeped me the fuck out, man.
I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, so Hunter's making that face, this face.
Dude, you know how hard it was to convince the lady to like that. That's the way I look, you know.
Unbelievable.
So every time I show my ID now, dude, just like the gas station attendant, I even had a cop one time look at it, just
yeah.
Damn, dude.
God, that's your face. No, so you're so worried about covering up your info. Let me tell you a story here, real quick. So yesterday, Kiki and I were just kind of out running some errands, and she went into Kohl's, and so then I ran some errands with the baby, and then I came back and I parked. Well, I was feeling a little, what's the word? Like annoyed, aggravated with people. This fucking truck was taking up 3 spots. I mean, like, and it wasn't like he was away from everything. Now, granted, there's a bunch of parking spots. Like, I get it, but he was kind of in the thick of it and just close enough. So I parked up like right on him. Like I found the spot that I could get in. And no joke, Hunter, I'm writing a note to this guy because it's just, I was fucking pissed. I'm like, look,
good, because he needs to know, dude.
Here's the problem though. And I will, I am going to say this too. I was going to leave my phone number on there. And like, hey, if you got a problem with this, I'm not going to be some punk bitch. Call me. And I'll tell you, you parked like an asshole. Right. Like if you just leave a note on someone's car and you don't like.
It's kind of cowardly a little bit. Like why didn't you stick around?
Yeah. But I just was like, wait a minute. Because who knows? Maybe this guy's a fucking psycho, right? Like, let me just look up my phone number. So I looked up my phone number. Dude, there's this thing called like True People Search. It has all of my info on there.
Really?
It even has my old apartment before I met Kiki. There, dude, everything. It shows you.
Nothing's private anymore, man.
Dude, my phone number, my full address, where I work, everything is right there. And I was like, this is fucked up, dude.
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to just look that up, man.
Dude, that's unbelievable. That is,
or at least you should like have to confirm, like, hey, this information's public now.
Yeah. Like, I got to figure out, I couldn't believe it, dude. It had our old house. It had, seriously, my apartment that I lived in when I first moved to Springfield, Missouri, before I even met Kiki. I'm like, why the fuck is that on there?
Right.
You know what I mean?
And how they get it and who put that up there and where's this coming from? I always wondered if like you could just like type in a license plate and find out information about the person.
License plates are different. I don't know if that is because of through the state, but dude, it had my full name, like my legal name, my date of birth, a map.
So basically what you're saying is you didn't leave your phone number on that note for good reasons.
The guy did end up, it was some old guy and his old wife who walked up, and I was still there, so I didn't leave it. But you know, I kind of felt like a little bitch because I didn't do it, but also it's like you don't know nowadays. And
dude, you don't want somebody showing up at your house like, hey, check this out. This is the note you left me, buddy boy.
I don't mind. Call me. Like, I'll leave my phone number. You want to have a conversation, I'll do that. But dude, I couldn't. Like, that's really kind of like spooky. And
especially when you have a kid, especially when you live, you know, I'm not saying you live in the depths of you know, Gary, Indiana, but it's scary, dude. You know, that's information that you don't want a psycho to get a hold of. You know?
Yeah. Well, just anybody too. I mean, like talking about like when I go on vacation, someone knows they can tell. Oh, I heard Brock is gone. I'm gonna fucking. I know. You know.
Speaking of this is kind of crazy. So last night, trick or treating, right? Bunch of trick or treaters coming around our house. We kind of have a spot where a lot of traffic, trick or treaters come through. Sitting out on the porch. This guy walks up, doesn't say much. Older guy, no kids with him, doesn't ask for candy, but he walks up and he asks for a cigarette. And we're sitting there, I'm like, okay, yeah, here's a cigarette. You know, beat it. You know, like you're creeping, dude. My wife went inside. She came and got me. She's like, "There's a weird guy outside. Like, we need to figure this out." Weird. So I go out there and like he's hanging out on the porch, smoking a cig, doesn't say anything. He's staring at this. Remember that propane fire pit that I got on the porch? He just sat there and stared at it. The full cig, said maybe 3-4 words. Finally, I'm like, hey, what's up, dude? Like, I'm, owner of the house. Like, you need help? You need ride somewhere or something? Just chilling, man. I was just on the beach for like 8 hours. I'm like, dude, you need to go. Like, I'm sorry, man, but like you're freaking people out. Like my wife she's this dude. Okay, got his backpack, walked off the porch, kept going. I'm like, what was that, dude? Who was that guy? Who does that?
Yeah,
it was so weird, dude. Like she's right here. She's pulled out that liquor bottle. Oh yeah, he pulled out a liquor bottle and just started drinking straight from it. And started drinking right from it, dude.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, just on your porch.
On your porch, just hanging up. Like, dude, I understand it's trick-or-treating and like people are going porch to porch, but it doesn't mean you can just hang out on somebody's random porch because there's a fire on it and they're you know.
Yeah, this isn't like a burn barrel where the hobos are at underneath the fucking bridge.
Dude, it was weird.
I would have been fucking fuming. That guy, I would have thrown that guy off my
dude. You know what another weird thing is too is like we had the windows open. Like you could see all the way into our house. You could see what's in there. You could see, you know. And this guy keeps kind of peeking in too. I'm just like, what are you doing? What's your concern here? What are you trying to?
There's nothing I hate more than people coming on my property. And I'm not like a fucking dick about it. Mm-hmm. But, you know, when someone like knocks on my door and is on my property and it's to sell me something or give me information, I'm like,
dude,
it's no. Like, I'm sorry. Don't do that.
Leave the flyer. I don't need to sit and talk to you. You know, what if I'm busy? What if I'm working from home? What if I'm naked?
Yeah. Well, and you hate to say it too. That's what I'm just start answering the door.
Seriously.
Like, this is what you're gonna get coming to my house. I will be fucking naked. You're gonna see my
full throttle.
You're gonna see my penis. But yeah, I don't know, man. People have such a weird my space is very like it's my private space. Yeah. I don't want people there. I don't want people sniffing around, walking through my yard, anything like that, dude.
See, you know what's funny too is like when I was walking out to like confront this guy or just see what was going on, he was standing in front of the door. So I like opened the door a little bit, and, like peeked out. I'm like, hey, excuse me, man, excuse me.
Yeah,
wouldn't move. Finally, kind of just shimmied over a little bit so I get the door open and like squeezed around. I'm like, dude. This is my house, bro. Like I
would have Spartan kicked him off of that fucking deck.
Here's what I think. Here's what we kind of concluded last night. I think he was on the old H binge. I think he was all you could tell he was about to go to sleep or something.
If he was drinking straight from a bottle after being on the beach for 8 hours, what the fuck, man?
Another thing too, he's like, I live right down the road. I'm like, sweet.
Well, go there then. Quit hanging around the porch, dude.
I live here. You live there.
Yeah. Well, I just figured because, you know, people were hanging out here and there was a fire, I could just come by and hang out. Jesus Christ.
See, you know, you're a lot better at being, you know, just being a dick and just saying it how it is. Like, I got to like kind of ramp into it. And he's got to say something to piss me off for me to really get riled up. But
yeah. No, mine would have been I would have been like, what are you doing? Do I know you? No. Time to go, buddy boy.
You see that Spartan kick from the movie 300? That's basically
what happened.
This is my house. Boom.
Where does this fucking guy get off? Just hanging out. What the fuck?
Nobody knew. Dude, there's a few people. There's even a few random people around, like trick-or-treating, that came up to the porch, like kind of saw him walk up. They're kind of looking at me like, who's that guy? Like,
who's that?
I don't know. Nobody knows.
That's so weird, dude.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy getting murdered by that guy, Hunter.
Dude, right. Got the gun ready.
Anyway, we were going to do fact and opinion, but I'm fucking tired, and that was good enough. So just know that anyone can get any of your information at any point in time. Nothing's private. Nothing is private. Sketchy. All right. Well, that's going to do it for Brock and Hunter, and we will see you next time on the Plan B After Show podcast. Later.